Imagine this. You've put in hours, maybe years, of work, and then, boom, failure hits you like a brick wall. You feel defeated, like the world has just pressed the reset button on your dreams. But what if I told you that failure isn't the end? In fact, it's one of the most powerful tools for success. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see failure not as a setback, but as your ticket to the life you truly deserve. Ever felt that crushing weight of failure? I know I have. But what if I told you that it's a gift in disguise? Yeah, let's talk about how to turn your failures into stepping stones for success. Let's dive in. First, let's face the cold, hard truth. Failure is inevitable. You can't avoid it. No matter how hard you try, you'll stumble at some point. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually a sign you're on the right path. Let me explain. Imagine this scenario. You've tried to launch that business, start that blog, or maybe even pursue a career change, and it falls apart. Sound familiar? Now, most people will hit that wall, feel the sting, and give up. But the successful ones, the ones who truly win, embrace failure. They know that every failure is a lesson wrapped in a hard pill. And trust me, if you're not failing, you're not growing. Think about it. Would you rather stay in your comfort zone forever? Or would you rather push yourself to fail forward? Let's dig into that a little deeper, because here's where most people miss the point. So, the next step is reframing failure. When you fail, you're hit with two choices. You can either sulk in self-pity, or you can ask yourself one question. What can I learn from this? Imagine the most successful entrepreneurs, Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs. They all faced monumental failures. But what they did differently was this. They analyzed their mistakes, adapted, and used the pain as fuel. When you reframe failure like this, it stops being something to fear and starts becoming your best teacher. Failure isn't personal. It's just information. But don't get me wrong, this isn't easy. You'll need to get comfortable with discomfort. And if you're afraid of making mistakes, you need to change your mindset right now. This brings me to the next point. To turn failure into a learning experience, you need to embrace it as part of your journey. And that means shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Now, I know growth mindset sounds like one of those buzzwords everyone throws around. But hear me out. People with a growth mindset see failure not as an end, but as a step toward their success. It's not about who you are now, it's about who you're becoming. So, how do you build this mindset? The first thing you need is to stop obsessing over perfection. Perfection will kill your dreams faster than failure ever could. The truth is, every successful person has one thing in common. They learned from their failures, adapted quickly, and kept moving forward. Now, the hardest part of turning failure into success? It's not the failure itself. It's bouncing back when you feel like giving up. Let's talk about resilience, the secret sauce that allows you to bounce back from failure. Let's face it, life is brutal. The world will test you, and it will break you down. But here's the kicker. Resilience is the muscle you need to build in order to rise every time you fall. You know what's terrifying? Staying down after you fail. It's the paralysis of fear that stops you from moving forward. Here's the truth. You have one choice when failure hits you. You can either stay stuck or you can get up. And getting up requires something powerful. A why. A clear reason why you need to keep going. Without a powerful why, failure will take you down. But with a purpose, you'll rise stronger every single time. By the way, anyone else ever binge watch motivational videos on YouTube only to feel super pumped for like 30 minutes? But then, nothing happens? Yeah, it's time to do something about that. All right, so let's get to the most important part, action. Now that we've talked about reframing failure and building resilience, here's the truth. Without action, none of it matters. You can sit there and think about how you'll bounce back, but until you do something, it's all just theory. Start small. Take one step, make one decision. As you take action, you'll gain momentum. And as you gain momentum, failure becomes less of a threat and more of a lesson. The key is to keep moving, even when the road gets tough. Because I can promise you this, there is no failure that is permanent unless you quit. But there's one thing you absolutely must do before you go forward with this new mindset, and it's something most people overlook. Now, here's the secret. You need to set yourself up for success from the start. Create a system that helps you get back up faster, whether it's tracking your progress, journaling about your failures, or having a mentor who's been through it all. These things will ensure that failure doesn't defeat you. Instead, it becomes just a part of your winning formula. Now, I want to leave you with this. In a world full of people who settle for mediocrity, those who learn from failure and keep moving forward are the ones who achieve extraordinary success. But it all starts with you. And that first step, that decision, starts now. So, if you're ready to transform failure into your greatest asset and step into the life you truly deserve, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I promise you won't want to miss what's coming next. Stay tuned, keep pushing forward, and remember, success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about how you rise from it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out more videos and continue your journey toward a better, more fulfilled you.